Question is how you managed to get your start as a voice actor.
Oh man,
was that where you were going, or were you an actor?
No, that wasn't. I mean, of course, I loved cartoons and video games and all of that growing up. But I started just wanting to be an actor. You know, I started from when I was pretty young. I told my mom I wanted to try acting, and so I did like a little community theater kind of thing. And in high school, I started doing stand-up comedy when I was 14. I kept doing theater. I went to school for theater. And I just loved telling the story, and I love connecting with an audience, you know, on that visceral level. And I wanted to keep chasing that feeling. And then I went to college for theater and acting and directing, actually. And when I got out of school, I kept on, and one job kind of led to the next. And I auditioned for a bunch of colleges because I wanted to make sure I wasn't one of these people who goes on like American Idol or something like that, and nobody told them they could sing. So I was like, I'm gonna audition for the best schools in the country, and if I get in, okay, then I'm not deluding myself. Then it's something I should be pursuing. But I've been pursuing it for a very long time, and people would tell me, you should try voiceover. There's no school or passageway to starting a voiceover career. Everybody I know who started a voiceover career, it started differently. I just got lucky. Somebody gave me an audition, and that audition happened to be Cyborg.
Yeah, which was my next question.
Yeah.
That's a character that you've played now, I think, for 13 years, or over 13 years.
Coming around like 17, 18. It was, I think I started, the first time I started recording Cyborg was 2002. Yep.
That you must be. I'm trying to think off the top of my head. You must be playing that character longer than almost anybody else has played that.
Maybe so. Yeah. It's pretty crazy that the Teen Titans like crew has been able to play those characters for that long. You don't get that in this business. Most of the time, if you play a role for 10 years on a show, that's way longer than most people ever get to. So, all right, hey, there you go.
Warm them up for me?
Yeah, absolutely. I already told him that we're not talking about the game.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I told him that exactly.
Yeah, we tried our best.
You know what?
They tried their best.
Yeah.
And bests were had.
Fuck that ref is what I say.
Yeah.
So I was just talking about Cyborg. I've been doing that for a while, and we were
like 6 months now, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Gestating almost as long as it to have a baby.
Yeah, it's all. Yeah, I mean, you put a lot of work in those 6 months.
Absolutely. I'm eating right. eating for two.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Exactly.
Lots of dark greens.
How long you've been playing?
To give birth to a character, absolutely. There are the birth pangs.
It works exactly how you think it would with the male anatomy.
Yeah. No.
How long you've been playing Cyborg, and the amount of work and effort you've put into it to make it your own character, to only see it kind of suffer on the big screen.
To suffer. I was like, what are you talking about? Teen Titans Go to the Movies was hilarious. It was amazing. So suffering on the big screen. I mean, honestly, I don't think Cyborg's ever been funnier than in Teen Titans Go to the Movies.
What is suffer like? Suffer means like it's on screen. Or is
I think he's talking about the Justice League. He may have been talking about the Justice League.
Oh.
I can only do what I can do. You know, I mean, I'm proud that Cyborg was able to go from a character that nobody'd ever hardly heard of, except if you read the comic books, to doing Teen Titans, and from that first Teen Titans show, his popularity just grew and grew. And next thing you know, he's in the comic books and he's in Justice League. And so I feel pretty proud that I was able to take a character like that and all of a sudden it's on the biggest stage, you know, in the world, you know. Yeah, as far as the rest is concerned, you know, I just hope that Cyborg lives on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Do you feel kind of spin off of that question? But do you feel not ownership, but do you feel like because you've played it for so long? Now,
Yeah.
and obviously not just Cyborg, because obviously Ezekiel as well. And
Sure.
Walking Dead. But do you feel that you've got some kind of stewardship then over these characters?
Absolutely.
You've been steering them for this.
Sure, absolutely. I mean, it's not a ownership because they're not mine. I do feel a certain amount of development with Cyborg, because I think that in the comic books at first he was a little more stoic and kind of upset about having his powers and everything, and we went with it a different way, that he was upset about it for a while, but he also enjoys the fact that he's being a superhero, and so I feel like that joy that we brought to Cyborg, I feel an ownership in that development, you know, and as far as my version of him is concerned, you know, I love his exuberance, you know, and so I feel like that there's something that is just exuberant about Cyborg now, that people kind of, you know, expect him to be,
and a part of you that you've put into the character.
Yeah, I think so.
Kind of almost not canon, but that character, that version of that character, people look at it and a part of them must think that's you. Yeah,
a little bit, and a little bit of it is me. I think that both Ezekiel and Cyborg, the reason that I got the parts is because there was something that I was just intrinsically, you know, drawn to, you know, personally. You know, I think Cyborg I was exuberant about because I was just happy to have a job, because I'd never done voiceover before, and Ezekiel is a lot like myself. I use theater and acting to make good out of a bad situation, you know, or make a good situation even better, you know. So
had you guys met before The Walking Dead?
No, but it was. I was a huge fan of Young Justice, and so we had like right before when he was doing his hair test and everything. That's like I watched it again, not knowing he was he was on the show, and then I'm looking at the call sheet and I still have Young Justice in my head. And I'm looking at the call sheet because I'm trying to like learn his name, and he's in the makeup. I'm like, Khary Payton. Hey man, what do you? So Young Justice, and he's like, yeah, man, and then that was there, and then I was like, oh, we're gonna be great friends, you know, and then
a bonding moment.
It was pretty cool. It was pretty cool because at that point, Young Justice had been canceled, and wasn't, and there weren't any plans to bring it back. You know, I was trying to bring it back, but there weren't any plans that I had heard of, you know, development wise, and and from the other side of the trailer, I hear, you know, Cooper yelling Young Justice at me, and it made me so happy. And I was like, yeah, we're trying to get it back, man. And we definitely bonded over that.
The reason I asked is because you've got a really good chemistry together, and obviously you see that on screen, you know, it's like kind of a double act almost, or like a triple act if you take Shiva in it.
Sure.
Out of the picture now. But with you guys, that's why I asked, because you do have this kind of natural chemistry, and you're coming in and you're bouncing off each other. And I would have thought you had known each other for years.
You know, I think we just got lucky.
We got super lucky with that. Yeah, I mean, it does. It is one of those things where I'm like, how have I not known you forever? Type thing. How have we not known each other? And that's what's so great about The Walking Dead in general. There's so many great people
that's
on
true.
the show where it's like, I even think about like Pollyanna, you know, it's just
Yeah.
like, how have I not known you forever?
Exactly,
You know?
exactly. Oh, she's crazy
yeah.
like a fox. I
Yeah.
love her. I love her
She's
so much.
Awesome. I did that movie. She directed this. She directed this movie. It's coming out later this year. But I'm in that. You know, she like after we finished season 8. You know, she's like, "Hey man, you want to come play my movie?" And I was like, "Yes." I was like, "I don't know what I'm doing, but absolutely, sure, you got it." But I mean, she was just brilliant directing. I mean, there was a lot of it's low budget indie, but it was all these last minute changes that came in, and she would just she handled it cool, and it was a set that it could have gone horribly wrong, and she just kept her Pollyanna poise and nailed through it. So yeah, but I mean, like meeting people like her and Khary, it's just like wow, these friends we didn't know we had.
Yeah, it's true.
So what advice would you give to someone who wanted to get into voice acting? Because obviously you've already said that there's not like a college or a training.
Sure.
You can do. It's just
What can you tell me?
Yeah, dude.
You got fuck all luck. You got no chance.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, here's the thing. The truth is you don't have a chance. You don't have a chance. All you can do is be a storyteller. Like be passionate about the story that you're telling in the moment that you're telling it, and let everything else come to you. That's what I did. I was never I never asked anybody how you get into this business, how you think. You know what? I wanted to be an actor and I wanted to be a storyteller, so I started being an actor and telling stories. And it didn't matter, if I wasn't paid or not or anything. I wanted that connection, and I searched for that connection, and I never asked about, So how would you get an agent, or how would you do something like that? You know what? I told my stories, and agents came to me, and managers came to me, and directors came to me, and actors came to me because I was not there to be seen. I was there to connect, and there's a difference. I believe that if you are acting in the best interest of the product that you're putting out, that people are hungry for that, and they gravitate toward those people in that way, So I said, so tell your story, tell your story, and be passionate about the way that you're telling it. If you do that, whatever advice I give you will like the nuts and bolts of it, all of that'll come.
Or Google it.
Or Google it. Yeah, you can Google it. How to get a headshot.
Nolan.
Yeah, exactly. Ask Nolan. Ask Nolan, he'll tell you. Exactly.
Excellent. Thanks very much, guys.
Thank you so much. All right, beautiful.